know the name Adol Kristin? Ah, Adol Kristin. From the time he left his homeland at age 16 to the final years of his life, he surrendered each and every day of his existence to fate, wandering the world in search of his next adventure. His exploits have been meticulously chronicled in over 100 volumes of personal travelogue, detailing where he'd been, what he learned, and what he accomplished thereat. These are not tall tales, but factual accounts. Each volume is comprised of a simple, honest assessment of events, with an emotional detachment that affords the reader a certain degree of personal interpretation. Yet, despite Adol's dry and humble candor, all who read of these brave new worlds, these exotic landscapes and encounters, come away from the experience deeply affected. Indeed, it is as if the reader is right there with him, feeling just as he must have felt. The events I shall now recount took place a mere 3 years after Adol Kristin set out on his first adventure. Collectively, these accounts are known as the Felghana Archives. I invite you to take up Adol's sword as if it were your own, and allow yourself to become immersed within his words. Imagine if you were he.
Hello. Good evening. Konbanwa. And how's it going? How's your day been so far? I hope you have been having a good day. For me, it's been quite a good day. And our new week is now upon us. So I hope you have been having a good weekend. Because it was quite a good weekend for me. Anyway, so today we're gonna be playing some more Ace Attorney Investigations Miles Edgeworth. But before we do that, so today I'm 21% Pony and I'm also 29% delicious. And well, I can't really think of anything else to talk about here. So, just give me a little bit and I'm gonna launch the game quickly. So, last time at Ace Attorney, Miles Investigation, Miles Edgeworth. So did we continue with episode 4 and we did part 2. And as we did that, we managed to actually... Yeah, we managed to figure some stuff out. Okay, why am I blanking out? I'm gonna need to refresh myself because I kinda forgot. But yeah, let's get to the gaming. So, I'll be doing this and that. And there we go. Let's get to the gaming then. Alright, now I remember what happened. Alright, yeah, I remember now. So we managed to learn from the George that when he thought it was Gumshoe, he misunderstood the situation. Because what he thought was the gun was actually a balloon. So the time he gave ended up being incorrect. Which actually might help prove the fact that Gumshoe is actually innocent. So, let's get to the gaming. Hold it! September 10, 5:45 p.m. District Code Defendant Lobby Number 1. What is this incredibly overpowering sweet scan? Sweet? In what kind of way? It smells like flowers. Ah, flowers. Uncle Pat, is this it? Is what it? Isn't that Detective Pat and the guy over there? It looks like he managed to escape the bailiff. Well, I'm not gonna say a thing. No, that's not quite it. Okay, that explains the smell. Oh, too bad, but it's a Yeti. I think you're still a bit too young to be wearing that. But since you found it, I guess I can let you keep it. No, aren't you a nice little uncle? Thanks, I'll test it always. Those two seem to get along well. Yeah, he's surprisingly good with kids actually. Unlike you, Edward. Oh, hi. I've got something else for you. Edward, you could actually learn from him. Yeah, thank you, Uncle Pat. Oh yeah, I ate one of those tests with Gummy. Gummy? Oh, you mean Gumshoe? Gummy is... Don't worry, we're gonna prove that he is innocent. Now that we got the proof we needed that he couldn't have done it. He was trying to be nice to me because I was gonna get in trouble. Yeah, that sounds like him, alright. But then he got in trouble because he lied to protect me. Yeah, now I understand why Gumshoe was lying. Gummy. You didn't kill Daddy. I believe so too. Don't cry. Faraday won't be sad if he saw you crying. I'm not crying. Okay. Oh, it's the mister from before and the lady too. Don't you think it would be a good idea to go home for the time being? You're not involved in the investigation, so it's for the best if you do. Actually, I'm Uncle Pat's assistant. Some related to the investigation. Okay, yeah, he's a bit too nice. Is that so, Detective Pat? Yeah, I guess. You need to be stricter. With the kids, I mean. Because you aren't strict enough with the Gumshoe. But you were used to scolding us like kids to not mess up the crime scene. Well, he got a soft spot. And now you let this child run free. Why? People are free to investigate things outside of the actual crime scene. You've also had a fair things they wanted to look into. Got a problem with that? So, basically, as long as it's outside the crime scene, you're fine. I don't have a problem with that, but I'm curious as to what Mr. Jeff is looking into. Same here. Uncle Pat, I'm gonna go look somewhere else now, okay? Alright, I'm counting on you. Oh, that's right. Hey, mister. Yes, what is it? No, Gummy really isn't a bad guy. I mean it. So please, find the real bad guy, okay? eye to eye. I want to forgive whoever it is, but in the absence of the perfect piece of testimony and evidence, there's no one else who cultivated you could be other than Detective Gumshoe. She wanted off when I was born in. Well then, let me do some investigating then. Yes, what is it? So you noticed anything? What is this? Smell that has permeated the air? It's sweet and flowery, although at this end I'm likely to suffocate from it. I can conduct an investigation on the test circumstances. We need to open a window and out this room out. I demand that you open a window right now. Hurry! Francisca, one of the windows is already open. I can see that. Whatever you say. I wonder, is it just a coincidence that one of the windows in this room is already open too? Actually, no, that does arise a good question. And we... I'll just säkra runt här. That expensive painting is ill-suited to be hanging on the wall of this room. What if a carpet also be placed on it? Why do you say that? Well, a desperate, low-paid detective might make off with it someday. You never know. Yeah, we should keep an eye on Gumshoe. She might be thinking about hiring a guard, but this obvious season factoring in that guard's salary whatsoever. Oh yeah, that's true. They don't really get paid much neither. One of the windows in this lobby is open as well. The air conditioner is working just fine in this room. So why did they open it, I wonder? Well, I'm getting some kind of speculation of it being connected to the crime. But you needed to go on. This decorative plant's leaves are sunnier than the ones on the plant in lobby number 2. That's probably because it's next to the windows, where it's easier to photosynthesis. I hate to break it to you, but fake plants do not photosynthesize. So that's not the case at all. You might be right. Oh wait, when you say when you say decorative, I was thinking it was... Ignore me. Plus the curtains are always down in lobby number 2. The caretakers of this courthouse don't think enough about the plants, do they? That's because they are the courthouse caretakers, not a bunch of botanists. Yeah. Actually, now that I think about it, I can't consider myself a botanist because I mean, I did actually go to as the same almost the same kind of education that a botanist goes through. So I do have the botanist knowledge. I mean, it's needed if you wanna be a gardener after all. And also if you wanna work on agriculture, which I wanna do. Because like I have mentioned before, next year hopefully I will start my studies in agriculture. Anyway, vad ni heter Plistjong skäntet här parti. Affätad måten i läxin, det skänt mig med kvarn a bit hetig instead. Jag put in a special request for that. No want to see so violent. If you see the painting in this stuff the whole time. Wait, what do you mean violent? I mean she loves all the time, but so she's quite hyper. Basically like me. But I want to call her violent. If I was to call anyone violent, I might actually go ahead and say that Francisca is the most violent one here. Neither woman should be allowed to comment on this particular topic ever. Yeah. When someone violent says that, it doesn't really say most. It might not look like most, but I find that ordinary tables like this one are very useful. I think it's time to put a new one. I wonder if the video plays this table if I hit it off with my whip. You do know that you're gonna have to pay for the damage if you do that. So I would advise you not to do that. A most too heavy-handed method if I ever saw one. His television is the same model as the one in the defendant lobby, non-bedroom. Looks like the two rooms are basically the same in terms of layout and supplies. Yes. The two rooms are basically the same, huh? That's actually worth memorizing. The two rooms are smiling. Have been added to Jochira's mental notes. Anyway, I can see down into the courthouse courtyard from here. What is that mess supposed to be? It's like an optical illusion. I believe it's supposed to be post-modern in design. More like thoughtlessness in design. I can't disagree there. But I can't see it properly from here. Anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and speak with him now. Detective Bart, what exactly was Kay chosen for? Nothing that concerns you, boy. Oh, it is supposed to have something to do with Kay? It does, because she's a Faraday's daughter. Anyway, hurry up and get to the point. I don't have time to waste. You really love that video of yours. It sounds like he'd have to be left alone. I have something I'd like to confirm with you once again. I don't have anything to say to you. Peter doesn't mind. We still have questions that we need answers to. Now then, first of all, what is the overpowering smell that is permeating this room? Upon entering this room, I thought I was going to suffocate. It's that ultra strong perfume you ever wears. She spilled some of it. I see. I was having a bad time of it myself. Yeah, that explains why you're more grumpy than usual. I didn't think twice and opened the window. But that smell still here. Also, you're the one that opened the window. Perfume, huh? So the sweet scent in the air is perfume? Well, it's giving off quite a stench. I bet it's some cheap, no-name brand. She said, it's a famous brand from overseas. Yeah, maybe you should be a bit more careful with what you say. It's a knock-off. Yes, definitely a knock-off. Just admit that you're fucking wrong. No disrespect, but the first one of those bottles on me. Here, little girl, you can have it. I was born for a much more expensive and refined perfume. However, seeing as how you used to happen to have a spare, I suppose I'll take it. Miles Edgeworth, you will hold on to this bottle without fail. Why me? Why can't she ever be honest about what her wants? Mr. Sierra's perfume. Perfume given to Bart by Yem. Same perfume as the one spilled in lobby number 1. Mr. Sierra's perfume daughter, you the tone in my organizer. Let's see. So now we have the perfume Mr. Sierra wears. Just fantastic. Is that all you wanted to talk about? If so, I'm going back to investigating. Actually, I still have a fair other things I wish to inquire about. So, what happened during the years? So you were in this room the entire years? Like I said, I made a call to the piercing to get that big look down here. But other than that, I was waiting for the years to end in here. At least your story is consistent. Earlier, you stated that you were in this lobby with Mr. Sierra. Yeah, I ran into her in the hallway. She said she wanted to talk to me about something, so we came in here. Then, what you said is that on the Detective Gumshoe's arrival, you and Mr. Sierra were in 2 different locations. Because I am. I see. Interesting. Speaking of that lawyer, she seems to have a great dislike for you. Oof. Let's see. Mrs. Yam is the sister of the victim of the Corky 8 incident. And as I recall, Detective Pat was the lead detective on the case. I wonder if the reason for her disdain is that simply because you failed to call the CC? Or because you were the lead detective on the case? Yeah, that might be the case. You know? I also know that today's trial involving the Kutopian embassy staff member is being referred to as the second Corky 8 incident. Now then, detective, I believe it's the time you were honest with me and told me the truth behind your relationship with Mr. Jeff and Mr. Faraday and the Corky 8 incident. If you already know that was, I guess it'd be alright to tell you. Well, in that case, well, tell me about your relation to Faraday first. So what was your relation to Mr. Faraday? You haven't seemed to know Kay fairly well. I met him when he was a Jochira executor. Known him ever since. And Kay, I've known her since the day she was born. Ah, that explains it. Faraday and I, we cracked quite a few cases together. But you two seem to have made no progress at all in the Yatakaya's case. Did we do so know? I only have one thing to say to you. No one knows more about the Yatakayas than me and Faraday. That's why I was called upon to testify in today's trial. To prove that Yen was not the Yen Yatakayas. If I would return, if he had returned around and accused the Faraday. After the accusation, I was asked to testify. But this time, if you dispute the accusation, but because I won't be doing that either. Yeah, now that he's dead, I sense that there's more to that statement than meets the eye. Perhaps a bit more digging into the Yatakayas is what's necessary. But before that, let's talk about the Corky 8 incident. Now then, I'd like to ask you a few questions about the Corky 8 incident. It's not exactly a happy story. Yeah, I know. Other than the people who were directly involved. You will be the first to hear what I'm about to tell. Well, wait, so it was a lollipop all along, I see. It was a fucking lollipop. The honest dude behind the Corky 8 incident. Faraday, yeah, and I, as I already know, we were involved with the Corky 8 incident. Faraday and I, we were originally on the tail of a smuggling ring. You mean the smuggling case involving one of the Amanda Cube's secretaries? That year was just a front. What do you mean? A facade? Yeah, but the case became tainted. Because the witness was going to testify about Amanda Cube's ties to the smuggling gang. CCF was killed. Then, what became of the secretary who was arrested? His name was Colin Tevojaje. To be honest, I didn't know a thing about the smuggling gang, but he confessed to knowing about it anyway. Okay, I see what's going on now. He might have gotten forced. The guy was probably being intimidated by the big bossman. Used another scapegoat. The bossman of the Amano Cube. He can't seriously mean Mr. Honest Amano. That can't be right. It's probably used Detective Bar's personal hypothesis. What is he trying to do? Suspecting Mr. Amano of being involved with smuggling? Well, I'm starting to think so too. I suppose it would have been quite difficult to secure an acquittal after he confessed. But the man who killed CCF, Manny Cousin, was a completely different person. But since he's already been acquitted once of her murder, Mr. Faraday, how could you have let him go? If I remember correctly, I heard that Mr. Faraday had an important piece of evidence stolen from him. That wasn't Faraday's fault. It wasn't. It was mine. I wasn't vigilant enough. As he trusted you to keep it safe. Faraday says I was supposed to protect them both. Mr. Siev did mention that as well. About how Detective Pat was supposed to guard her sister. But even I, who was supposed to protect them, I fell into that trap. What kind of a trap? The holes in this jacket are a testament to that trap. Oh, I see. It's a miracle you survived. You mean you were fired upon? You were shot at that many times in one gunfight? No. Only about half of this are from that case. But the reason I continue to wear this jacket is to remind myself of the lessons I learned from the Corky 8 incident. I see. I called the protect CCF, and the suspect was found not guilty. We had hit a brick wall as far as the law was concerned. And that's when she came to the courtroom, the victim's sister. That's when I first met Callisto Yev. Well, now I wanna talk about Yatakayas. You claim to know most about the Yatakayas. Would you care to say what you know with me? But it will be looking for right now. Is proof of Morty's intent towards a fire day and yet I agree, which is exactly why I am asking you about the Yatakayas. What? The Koki 8 incident and the second Koki 8 incident. Both of these cases are tied to the smuggling ring. And in both of these cases, the witness who was to testify about the ring was murdered. However, there is one point in which they differ, and that is the presence or absence of the creative Yatakayas. Mr. Yell claimed to be the Yatakayas. However, in the middle of the trial, he suddenly declared Mr. Faraday to be the Yell Yatakayas. Then, during the assess, they were both killed. Don't you find that to be the least bit odd? Actually, yeah. Miles Edgeworth, stop it on the boss and used to spit it out already. I believe that there must be some years on that. The two men suspected of being the Yatakayas were both killed at the same time. A years on? Oh. And so, in order to catch Mr. Faraday's and Mr. Yell's cold blooded killer, I think that I need to learn as much as I can about the Yatakayas. If it will help you solve this case, then I'll tell you the reason why we will never caught the Yatakayas. What was that certain outpost for? You almost made me whip you by accident. Okay, why was that you first thought? It still accidentally whipped me anyway. There are three main reasons why the Yatakayas will always be one step ahead. First, the Yatakayas always knows the exact location of the target object. Second, the Yatakayas always knows exactly how to disarm the security system. Third, the Yatakayas doesn't leave a single set of evidence behind. Ever. I see. So those are the Yatakayas specialty 8. Sounds like an incredibly elusive thief. The Yatakayas has never been caught on tape. Never tries to drive animals attention. It would never do something as low as commit murder. That's how I know that Yell wasn't the Yatakayas right away. But you can use that sort of logic on its own to prove that he wasn't. Listen, Cole, I'm not on talking yet. What's different about this time? Was that evidence related to the smuggling ring? was sent to the police. And the center was known audit and evolved infiltrated they go to PNPC. The Yatakayas. I see. The Yatakayas sent evidence. Until now, the Yatakayas. But always published any kind of dealings to the mass media. But not this time. The evidence this time was something on the fire day and I and the select web orders want to know. In that case, how can you be so certain it was the Yatakayas who sent it? That's easy. A special card that only the Yatakayas used was attached. That's how I can be so sure. And used what sort of card is it? Take a look at this article. When an artifact is coming up now, so be right back and see you in 3 minutes.
Cry for me 君の声が聞こえてる叫んでる僕の名前を強がってた夢は見ないと失うのが怖いから夢捨てればそれで何かを
Okay, I'm back, and well, sorry if you heard me snacking. I felt like I wanted some more watermelon, so whenever the Yatakayas wants to publicize something, a white card is sent along with the stolen information. But when we question Tiel about what was sent along with the white card, Tiel had no idea what it was. I see. Ah, and that's how Detective Pat knew that Mr. Yale was a phony. Thank you very much. I have a much clearer understanding of the Yatakayas now. Well then, now I wanna learn more about your relation to Yale. But when you first met Mr. Yale, it was on the day the verdict of the Corky 8 incident was handed down, was it not? Yes. Variety and I, we apologize to her from the bottom of our hearts. It was all we could do, but you say you is sorry about being my sister back, she said. And then she gave me a hard slap across the face. Well, she certainly had a lot of self-control to stop at just a slap. If it was me, not even 100 lashes would have been punishment enough. I suppose not. Yev said it herself. Does she never wanted to see either of us ever again? But after that, you have seen her many times over, correct? Yeah, Father and I. Even after the Corky 8 incident had come to a close, we continued to hunt down the smuggling gang and got involved in a variety of cases. But it was no use. We cracked so many different cases. But the result was always the same. We gotta find the Yale mastermind behind the gang. And why is that? Is the Ying Ye little pig? Oh yeah, it is. It was in the pursuit of the Ying that we met Yev once again. It was during another deal related to the smuggling Ying. Friday was the prosecutor, and I, as the lead detective, took to the witness stand. Yev stepped out of the blue as the defense attorney. Her client was related to the smoking ink and she was defending them. Yeah, was pursuing the ink as best as she could as a lawyer. I think she defended Yale this time for the same reason. So that's how it is. Come to think of it, Mr. CF did say something to the same effect. I have my own agenda. I still on the hunt for leads regarding the Corky 8 incident, alright? Och jag är med på that now. And for that, you have not a single gun about defending a known killer. Don't put words in my mouth. Don't put words in my mouth. I say to no such thing. The only way I had to get close to Mr. Yell was to be his lawyer. I had no intention of going for him ever. So don't you dare suggest I was going to. It doesn't matter what her reason is. Helpelakibelon is just the spice apple. You're so naive. Little Cole. Yeah, there's no guarantee that he really was the killer. I could have stolen this lollipop from you. That's how naive you are. How dare you insult the daughter of a Fungaba? Just like us, you felt that she had hit the limit of what the love could do. That's all. The love is merely a tool. There is no limit to it. Only the skill of the craftsman. How very naive. You two are still too young. But one day, you know what I mean? Yeah, I have seen proof of that many times. But enough aside jacking, what matters is that we met yet again in pursuit of the smoking ink. That's all. Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah, what is it? Yes? He's only would like to transfer the evidence from today's trial over to you. About the fucking time. So if you could please head over to the courtroom, it'd be most appreciated, sir. Understood. I'll be there shortly. Detective Bat, what does the law mean to you? Finding the answer to that question is the only reason I'm still alive. So you still haven't found your answer then? I became a prosecutor to find the answer to that question myself. And to play a part in ensuring that all criminals everywhere are found guilty. September 10. Distinct code Godium non petit. Oh, it's you, Mr. Ellsworth. You still the best, I see. It appears that his honor is still a bit dissipated. For the first time today, I expect what it's like to stand at the witness stand. I know, have a great appreciation for just how hard it is to give testimony. Well, there's no reason for you to be out the best about it, Your Honor. As a youth, no one expects you to think about anything other than the verdict. Yeah, it is like Francisca says. Francisca, there's no need to vote the best his honor. But I'm not trying to, Miles. Your honor. Your honor, I will come to collect the evidence that was transferred to be transferred to me. Your honor, the evidence. Are you with us or not? Your honor! Oh, you? Yes? Can I help you? I'd like to collect the evidence now, sir. Your honor, do you think you can stay focused long enough to at least do your job? Yes, I'm sorry. And I won't expect that the defense attorney has yet to arrive. She's busy with investigation, so let's keep this brief, shall we? Very well. In that case, please confirm that all the pieces of evidence are present. First of all, the evidence that was used in the murders of Mr. Faraday and Mr. Yale are also included. So please go ahead and use them in your investigation into the case. Understood, Your Honor? Well, let's take a look at the evidence I got then. The pieces of evidence that were used in the murder of those two men. He's going to be a very good answer for me to find the new leads you got in the case. And maybe even something that will finally lead me to the truth. I will place all of the evidence over at the prosecutor's bench for you. I see. Thank you very much. I will go and confirm that they are all accounted for. Well then. Well, let's talk about the evidence transfer first. It looks like you put your fixed out thanks to being declared a misdeal. Too bad. But now you can take your time beating the evidence that transferred to you. Goodbye. It's mostly only to sell the pieces that were given to me. Oh, how do you figure? Two of the pieces were used to kill Mr. Faraday and Mr. Yale. Not really. Having all of them makes it easier for me to examine them more thoroughly. Yes, of course. Don't tell me. You forgot about that fact, didn't you, Francisca? I don't have to answer the characteristically foolish question of a foolish fool. Whatever you say. Nu har jag upptäckt the evidence already. Just me. I will. In due time. Yeah. Let me just take my time here. It was a better yours is still a bit disappointed. Stop that! You've been so depressing! Moo! You should listen to her, you honor, before things go from bad to worse. Although it can really get most worse for him, or they tend to be whipped by her. Anyway, it's the witness stand. I make sure that each and every person that ever stands has been found guilty. They are all besides the defendant that stand at this podium, you know. I don't care. Just make sure you never end up standing at one of theirs, or you'll be sorry. I'll keep that in mind. Anyway. Evidence that Mr. Steer's bed is used to sit in high on this table. You know you can't just walk off with it, right? I promise I wasn't conceding it. Of course I do. Mr. Steer must have been caught off guard by her client's certain accusation. I wonder how she would defend Mr. Yale in that case if he was still alive. Good question, actually, good question. It's the wine gallery. This is where the Yiff sit when they come to watch. It's situated at the same height as the yacht's bench. I wonder if that's the represent the intense scrutiny of each and every case from all sides. Miles Edgeworth, are you or are you not man enough to stand up to all those eyes? What sort of? Of course I'm a man enough. Oh, you. The yacht said, it must be wonderful to be able to sit there all the time. Yes, as opposed to also prosecutors and defense attorneys who have to stand. I think it'd only be fair if the yacht had to stand there all the time too. His honor is an old man. He should be afforded some comfort. Fine, he can enjoy his share, but he'll share in overpaying you for my lessons. A fair for the yacht if Francisca were to ever become a Yale prosecutor. This must be the yacht's desk. You can tell by the gavel sitting on top. I had a dream once that I was being squashed from a boat by this gavel. You saw some weakling Miles Edgeworth. Oh please. You have no idea how frightening it was. Anyway, let's check the evidence then. So this is the evidence related to today's Cotopian impatient ER from Mr. Faraday's bag. Give me the evidence bag that was on the table in lobby number 2, yeah? Yes, finally we can now take a look at the evidence itself and not use the data about them. Let's be sure to thoroughly examine them when we have the time. Okay, I want to take a good look at all of the evidence from the embassy border too. And why is that? Because I still don't fully understand what today's deal was about. Wow, take it easy. Don't point your crop at me just because you don't know something. You don't try to hurt me out just because Papa does you today. I see someone is still sore about not being picked by Mr. Funkama. Anyway, it's also yes to see the knife up close. So, we have the knife, the gun, an envelope, and what's this organizer doing here? Oh, that's right, I completely forgot to tell you. About what, Your Honor? This from Mr. Faraday's personal organizer inside an evidence bag of this. Oh, I see. Interesting. To keep back, the question if we passed along to you. He said it would help the investigation. Well, in that case, I shall take a look at it too. Detective Pat said that. What a strange stroke of luck. Well, never look a gift horse in the mood. We might as well flip through it too. Well, let's check isn't every one of them. This gun. It was originally used to kill the Cotopian embassy staff member. When the crime was reported, the responding police found Mr. Yell still holding it, which led to his immediate arrest. And then, this gun took the original suitor's life. How are you in it? Indeed. There doesn't seem to be anything else we can learn from this piece of evidence. I took a quick look through these documents before the deal started. Man, I wasn't even afforded the opportunity to scheme it. I suppose I should explain it to you then. Yes, you should. Perfectly and its entirety, if you please. Well, Harvey Gordon, on the night of September 8th, an embassy staff member was killed in front of the embassy. The staff member died of a shock to the being shot in the heart. Mark Yell was brought in that night as a suspect and thoroughly questioned because the modern weapon was found on him, for which he was arrested on the spot. A simpleton of a man. That's what he was. Perhaps he was, but the weapon wasn't the only incriminating evidence we had. Mr. Yell was caught in the act on film by a security camera. He was an even bigger simpleton than I thought. I can't believe he didn't notice a security camera. There got to be an embassy security system. It's supposedly very well designed. He might have simply not been aware that there was a camera in the area. So, have you seen the contents of the video for yourself? Oh yeah, I remember that. Yes, the surveillance video, the security camera too, was played during the trial by Mr. Faraday. You can clearly identify Mr. Yell on it, and with the sound of the concert was crystal clear. So the footage included sound, huh? I don't think I'd ever want to see the movement of someone's death in Yell live. Me neither. Anyway, let's see what else then. It's the knife that was used to kill Mr. Faraday. Who would we thought that such a beautiful piece of art could be used for such a cruel act? It is never crossed your mind that you used your writing job for the wrong purpose. But that's the way she is. Mr. Faraday's organizer. It appears he was in the habit of using it. It looks like he wrote his status for getting Mr. Yell convicted down in that hand. I have collected the evidence I need to prove that Yell was the killer. Between the handgun Yell had on him when he was arrested and the surveillance tape, I should be able to prove that he was the one. It appears that Mr. Faraday honestly believed that Mr. Yell was the killer in the case. The sound of his handgun going off was recorded with superb clarity on the surveillance video. I also have evidence that I can use to prove that Yell is not the Yell Yatakayas. And it would also appear that he had proved that Mr. Yell was not the Yatakayas. No matter how we might try to play it, as long as I have the Yatakayas key, I can prove he's a phony. If I present it to him in court, it should clear everything up. And he apparently also has a very definitive piece of evidence. It's been a long battle. I hope that this will finally bring it to an end. Yes, I believe that Mr. Faraday was well prepared. It is scared that any claim Mr. Yell might have made about being the Yell Yatakayas. He had a way to prove that Mr. Yell was the guilty party in the embassy murder. This organizer is a clue straight from Mr. Faraday. I'll have to take my time and give it a review later. Mr. Faraday's organizer. Faraday viewed his status for meaning in her. Mr. Faraday's organizer daughter used it all in my organizer. Let's see now. Let's see. anyway. Look, there's a bit to talk between the spaces here. It appears to be a key for what? Det är inte vanligt. Just look at the design on the handle. The craftsmanship is superb. But this bit Yatakayaski, Mr. Farthing mentioned in the organizer. The Yatakayaski. Detective Pat said something earlier. Was different about this time was that evidence related to smuggling ink was sent to the police. The center was known audit and the one who investigated there could be an embassy. The Yatakayas. The Yatakayas sent the evidence. Until now, the Yatakayas would always publicize any of dealings to the mass media. But not this time. The evidence this time was something on the Farthing's eye. The Cirque 5 orders never put. Mr. Farthing must have been trying to keep this key secret. And that this secret key is safe. As the prosecutor on both the Yatakayas and smuggling ink case, that's to be expected. Yatakayas key. A photo of the key the Yatakayas sent. It has a yate on user safe. Yatakayas key data used on in organizer. Let's see how. Let's see. Okay. That's odd. What is it? Mr. Fire didn't mention anything about a knife in his organizer. Knife? That certainly is odd. The weapon that was used to kill the Cotopian embassy staff member was the gun. But if that's the case, the medical knife that was used to murder Mr. Faraday come from? Isn't it obvious? It was brought into the courthouse by Mr. Yen. That's the only logical conclusion, right? No, because it's not that easy to smuggle a weapon like that in here. Every person who enters the courthouse doors is checked thoroughly for contraband. Yeah, I did have a feeling. Furthermore, the suspect was handcuffed. making it impossible for him to pick a knife as large as this. Inside. In that case, how do you suppose this knife ended up inside the courthouse? I need to think carefully here. It's not related to the knife right in any way, Mr. Faraday's organizer. However, it is a fact that this knife came from Mr. Faraday's evidence bag. Conversely, there is one item listed in Mr. Faraday's organizer that no one has claimed to have seen today. So note it is all this mistake. I believe I will need to take another good look at the evidence. Max Edslot, can I take the fact that you have yet to answer me to mean that you don't have an answer for me? Actually, I do know the answer, Francisca. But then what is it? One of the pieces of evidence we've been holding has been hiding a secret of its own. That it was just this piece of evidence that the knife was brought into the courthouse. Yeah, that. Oh yeah, May was it no can't be, but looking at the design makes me wonder if that's it. Well, this is only a speculation. Let's see if I'm right, so take that. Okay, it seems like I was right. I had a feeling when I saw this shape and all. This Yatakayowski Mr. Faraday mentioned in his organizer. This is how the knife was brought into the courthouse. You're not making any sense, Miles Edgeworth. You need to look a bit closer, Francisca, to see what I mean. So the colored ornaments of the key's handle remind you of something? Yeah, it makes me think of a knife indeed. It reminds me of the knife. Very good, because that's exactly the point. But the Yatakayowski it is a photo, and the more they use the knife, have this very unique design on their handles. Furthermore, även dock Mr. Faraday mentions the Yatakayowski. The only object we found at the crime scene was the knife. You don't seriously mean to say... Oh yes I do. It appears that you were finally caught on. And yes, I do mean to say that there's two pieces are in fact one and the same. But that's impossible. It isn't. Even if that is what you believe, we should still investigate this possibility. Now then, let us examine this knife in a little more detail. Well then. So let's do that then. It's the weapon that was used to kill Mr. Faraday. The handle and the blade itself both have beautiful designs worked into them. Look, there's even a flower-shaped design in this called the section there. If this had been used as a tool for murder, I'd want it for myself. She seems to be down to the embellishment. Too bad this isn't mine to give. And let's see what else then. Let's see how. Let's see. What is that? Oh, I see. So I was the guy. I can't believe it turned into a key. To think there was so trick to this thing. So the weapon used to kill Mr. Faraday is actually the key the Yatakaya stood. This piece of information is more critical than anything we will learn up until now. Yatakaya's key. A photo of a key. A photo of key to Yatakaya's sand. It turns into a knife. Yatakaya's key data updated in Markelizer. Well, let's see how. Frankly, I'm so. Mr. Faraday only mentioned the key aspect of this piece of evidence in his organizer. It's possible that even he had no idea that the key was holding a knife blade inside. But if that's true, then only someone would never put the key to knife thief. Even among law enforcement, this key was top secret. We're looking for someone who never even more put the key than even Mr. Faraday. meaning that the only person it could be is the one we sent the key in the first place. The creative Yata and maybe Mr. Yeli was the Yata. No, I don't think so. And he was the one who killed Mr. Faraday. Is that a one possible scenario? Well, it is a good what if. No, not really. Especially since Mr. Faraday was absolutely convinced that Mr. Yell was not a Yatakayas. Besides, as Detective Pat said earlier, besides, as Detective Pat said earlier, but when we questioned Yell about what was sent along with the white card, I just wanna finish the watermelon before the art break. It's tasty, yeah. Tasty. But when we questioned the Yell about what was sent along with the white card, Yell had no idea what it was. I see. I like it. I guess the person who knows the trick behind this key. And is someone else, and that person is the Yell Yatakayas. seems that this key is truly the key to solving this case. Knife. Weapon used to kill fire tape has secret ability to sense into key det Jochira sent. Life data updated in my organizer. Let's see her. I like it. That's odd. We sought one piece of evidence. And the piece that's missing gives the civilians video that was played in court. The civilians video? How could a piece of evidence just disappear? Where did it go? The video showing the moment in which Mr. Yale committed the murder. Where could it have gone? Where could it have gone indeed? Well, an art pack is coming up now, so be right back and see you in 3 minutes.
きてるその意味を探し続けるそれが生きることさきっと不安
Okay, I'm back now. Are you done with your inspection of the evidence? Yes, I'm finished. However, Your Honor, I am missing a single piece of prosecutorial evidence. Your Honor, may you derelict in your duties? What? No, I did not neglect my duties. What do you take me for? What? What? No, Your Honor. The most important piece of evidence in today's trial, the surveillance video, is not amongst the evidence you laid out for me. But I brought Mr. Faraday's wall back with me from the crime scene. Maybe the tape is still somewhere at the crime scene. It could be. There's something wrong here. Something about this missing piece of evidence. Like they don't want us to see it. It would happen for me to find the answer where I see. I will have to pay another visit to the scene of the crime. Defendant lobby number 2. So back at lobby number 2 we are then. September 10, 6:00 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Your face look smiling. That's Detective Pat, but who is he with? Have you ever seen that officer before? Yeah, it doesn't look like the ones that you see in this county. I only needed to hold a team to figure out who it was. So it's a long then. So, did you find it? No, not yet. And I will look everywhere. I see. Well then, please continue with the source. Understood. I'll continue the source. So it is you then. Heh. So you're the one you need to solve. Prosecutors like you, so that there will be a lot at the crime scenes. How dare you? Just who do you think you are? Well, that was a brief encounter. What was that all about? And who was that man used to know? Whoever he was, I've never seen a more important officer in my life. And with that aside, does he even know that we are standing right here, behind him? I know you're standing right behind me. What do you want, kids? Well, I guess you could see from the mirror. It looks like you were paying attention after all. Of course I was. I have eyes in the back of my head. I seen. You was the look you saw from the mirror. So that mirror isn't for vanity's sake. It's for him to keep an eye out on who or what is behind him at all the times. That's actually smart. So tell me, Detective Pat, who was that youth man used to know? The guy came here from the Republic of St. Fat to study his agent land. He's behind everything he can. He revived the lost honor of his family. He's traveling the world to start different philosophies of entertainment from scratch. By visiting various police departments around the world, he has a lot of dedication. He still used a Jochira, but I sense a strong growth of some sort from him. The guy's more useful than Gumshoe, even if he is youth. But he still has a lot of codes to go into this country and give Musicantus a hard time. Well, that's the way he's always been. I agree, however, I can think of one young lady that statement also applies to. Indeed. Anyway, what was that agent looking for, Detective Pat? Only that little call was spoken around in lobby number 1 as well. Like I said before, it's got nothing to do with the two of you. I highly doubt that it has to do with me. It has nothing to do with me. Fine. If this is the game I must play, then I will take this opportunity to jump out what he's been hiding and what happened in this room. Straight from him. Well then, let's get to it then. Wait, it says a final testimony. Interesting. Anyway, the curtains are so tight. All of those curtains is rather gloomy. For place where people's lives are in the balance. The conversation to hang something a little more serious, you know. I know. However, I think the designer had more things to think about than the lobbies. Well, as a full karma, I would have put any location related to the law of extra attention to detail. So, you got quite the artistic eyes then. A bit obsessive, aren't we? Whoops, my bad. You must be tired, Francisca. Get to take a short break on that sofa. Sorry you yes, me. Sit on that tiny, dirty, disgusting thing. But the detective said he could sleep all 25 hours of the day on this. And I still wonder where that extra over comes from. This decorative plants foliage is quite nice. It's actually suiting to be around it. Perhaps I should purchase one for my room. Yeah, they are actually quite nice. I have some myself. Was this table high all along? I suppose so. What? Well, clearly, it's out of place. When you take yourself into consideration, that the table is most too tall. I get the impression that you are not meant to be used as a sex, Francisca. I'm getting the same feeling, yes. I love that. It seems she's lost her conscious sense of judgment in her eagerness to defeat me. There's so many yucky mistakes. That is one tiny Debbie. Detective Gumshoe will say that it's so that is and say it is whose compared to his own. Ha! Anything you compare with something he owns will always seem grandiose. Well, that's too. Speaking of grandiose, I say that air confused could use a little deflating. Kunna have the Jochira. I wonder if the killer used these plastic bags in a flash of inspiration. That detective, I summed up his that quick meter. So you say that this crime was thought out in advance? With that detective, I summed up he's capable of making such a complex plan. Well, I have to agree with you. Francisca, when will you learn to take responsibility for your statements? Anyway, I suppose it's impossible to enter or exit these windows thanks to the spas. I suppose you're right. Actually, that's not you. A better person of small stature could slip in. Francisca, would you kind of help me test my theory? I think it would have a twist. Then I must remember to be more tactful. I am vertically silenced. Anyway, Ollie, you är in loop number 1 and now you are in loop number 2. You are quite a busy man, Detective Bart. I'm Detective Bart. Bart. Multiplicator the grand thinking support success. That's what we detectives say. I see. In that case, you wouldn't mind if I asked you about what happened again, correct? I don't have anything left to say to you, boy. Boy, you'll see. I will draw my answer from you, one way or another. Would it kill you to help us have a tiny bit in your investigation? I can find this notebook to the yachts earlier. That's help enough, don't you think? Yeah, it did give us quite a bit of info. Please, we are asking you for you to study a bit more of your comprehension. Don't push me, kid. Well then, let's talk about the time of the murder then. I'd like to ask once again about what happened around her at the time of the crime. I refuse to answer. Any more investigating you do would be a waste of time. Besides, how am I supposed to answer questions about things I don't know about? Also, you don't know things you don't know about, but aren't you supposed to know everything? Francisca, he's only a human. His soul. Wait, Is it possible? Maybe it doesn't know what put it is behind the piece of that piece of evidence. I thought I saw anything. It might be the key to getting some answers from Detective Pat. In that case, let me do that. So, well, here you go then. Detective Pat, did you know of the existence of the item in this photograph? Of course I did. It's my job to know everything related to the Yatakaya's case. In that case, let me ask you something. Did you know that the knife that killed Mr. Fayate and this Yatakaya's case? I wanted to say, but that's impossible! Okay, you did not know. It looks like he didn't know after all. This piece of evidence with regard to Yatakaya's key is actually a well camouflaged knife. That it is. Mr. Fayate was planning to use this Yatakaya's key. But Mr. Yale was not a Yale Yatakaya's. Isn't that correct? I got so... However, Mr. Fayate had no idea that it was, in fact, a knife. Yeah, I have to admit, neither one of us knew that fact. Neither of us knew, and no one in law enforcement knew either. How did we be something as big as this? I noticed that since a little while ago, you appear to be sourcing for something. I presume that this key is what you were sourcing for. Yeah, that's right. But then we found it. And why were you sourcing for it? Because I promised to fire a day. I promised that I'd protect that key with my life. Or interesting. But after he was killed, the key disappeared from Faraday's evidence bag. Expect that it didn't. Who would have thought that the key is what took Mr. Faraday's life? Detective Pat, so that we might find the truth. Please testify for me once more. Alright, but it doesn't matter how many times I tell you about what happened. Nothing changed. Well, I'm not too sorry about that. We have lived in for now. So let's talk about the time of the murder then. Detective Pat, I ask that you please testify once more about what happened in Lope number 2 and what you experienced in Lope number 1. My answer is still the same. This is the last time I'm going to do this. That's fine, because I only need this one last time to clear everything up and find the dude behind this case. Well, here we go then. Detective Pat's movements. I was in lobby number 1, talking with Jeff. We were talking about some trivial things. I heard the concert. Jeg preferred it Ian was about to ge konvent. When we heard it, Jeff and I immediately dashed out into the hallway together. I saw Gumshoe goofing around there, and then we all ran into lobby number 2. It sounds like the exact same story he told us before. Indeed. However, I feel that we have yet to draw out all the information that we can. So, let's do it then. Detective Pat's movement. I was in lobby number 1, talking with you. Yeah, before it happened, so hold it. Why did Mr. Tiev choose lobby number 1? Answer me. Who knows? She stated that she had something she wanted to talk to me about. And we walked into lobby number 1 together. That's all. So his answer remains the same as before. I see. We were talking about some trivial things. Well, I'll be the yours of that, so hold it. I was hoping you could expand on what exactly you were discussing with Mr. Sierra. Trivial stuff. It was nothing important. That's for me to decide. I'm waiting. Alright, I suppose that's for him to decide. Moving on then. I heard the concert. Right before the deal was about to get convened. Yeah, that sounds about right. So hold it. On you heard the concert? Did you notice anything else that was out of the ordinary? I didn't hear any other strange sounds on that concert. If the concert Detective Pat heard was really the one from the border, that would give that the other piece of evidence an entirely different meaning. You talking about? Anyway, I ask that you please amend the testimony with that statement used now. So, I didn't hear any of the strange sounds on that concert. Yeah, I find that strange. Anyway, hold it. Detective Pat, you honestly don't remember hearing anything else? Yeah. Is it possible you were so involved in your conversation that you missed something? I've been a detective for a long time, and even if I were involved in something, I've got quite a habit of keeping tabs on everything that goes on around me. If there had been some other strange sound, you can be sure I would have heard it. I suppose with this detective, that's probably very likely. Yeah, I would think so too. So, the console. When we hold it, Jeven I immediately dash out into the hallway together. Yeah, that's a good response indeed. So, hold it. Why did it move you out into the hallway straight away? Because we clearly hold the sound of a console. And we never came from somewhere nearby. And how did you know that it was a console? In my line of thought, you have enough of them to know. I suppose it's only natural for a detective to know what a Yale console sounds like. But given the circumstances, the only best I could think of was life would have been in danger was Faraday. That's why I ran out into the hallway right away and headed for where he was. I saw Gumshoe looking around there, and then we all ran into lobby number 2. Or him goofing like always. Hold it! Detective Gumshoe was in the hallway. Yeah. Why did you attest to that earlier? When I saw Gumshoe, it was after I heard the console. Haven't seen him dead in the sense the fact that he still cultivates on the deed. It sounds exactly like what Detective Pat told us before. However, is there something in particular we should be asking the detective about? There just might be. No one ever that the knife is actually the Yatakayowski. Reflecting on that, perhaps there are other things that we know now, but Detective Pat doesn't yet. Yeah, I have a good idea what the answer is here. Yes, that would be my angle of attack. Listen, let's go for it then. And I know exactly what the answer should be here. So, well, you claim that, but I don't think so. So, you did not know about the balloon, so objection! I'm sorry, but it doesn't add up. Detective Pat, does this balloon fragment remind you of something? Offending? It's the same color as the one Kay was holding. Oh, so you never put out Cole's balloon? Yeah. I was sitting with her up in the earlier. Did you say? Just before we split up, I filled the balloon up for her. Well, as you might have already submitted, this piece did indeed come from Kay's balloon. So, what about the balloon? I wonder if you might remember how this balloon pop at some point. What are you getting at? This fragment was thrown in the hallway. right in front of lobby number 2. Furthermore, was the sound of this balloon popping that the yacht mistook as a concert. Oh, so the sound that the yacht heard was not actually a concert. Oh. On top of that, his owner said that he heard the balloon pop about 20 minutes before the deal was to get band. Yes, which means that his owner heard the balloon pop in the hallway. When you were in lobby number 1, Detective Pat. And if you were in lobby number 1 at that time, you were close enough that you sort of heard the balloon popping as well. So, don't give me a so. We dispute that there is a flaw in your testimony. The cackling of the dude is not the result of your sweet naivety cackling. And since the kids they don't seem to know, let me fill you in on something. And since the kids don't seem to know, let me fill you in on something. You ever stop to think why the thousand miles of this place seems to you? That's because they were designed to keep secrets from being released. What is that supposed to be? The dozen walls are super thick. The window panes are super layered. Top it all off, everything corners are made of a special sound absorbing material. Then you mean? Since I was sort up inside the lobby number 1, there was no way I could be heard that sound. No. I know that's what he was going to say. Then that means that Go-Face testimony is completely useless. If the guns are soundproof, then of course we won't hold any sign of a sound. Alltså why it's on the nappier. Like in the whole the balloon popping. Don't you get it? Miles, I thought we were supposed to be the ones finding flaws in his logic. Not the other way around. AAI1. It's not possible to hold the sound of a balloon popping if one way in the lobby, number one. However, if we examine the situation in your world, a person standing in the hallway will not be able to hold a air console either. A person standing in the hallway will not be able to hold the air console either. And yet, Detective Gumshoe claims to have heard it when he was standing in the hallway. Detective Bad, if that is the case, how exactly did you hold the console? What do you mean? How? I used it. It was a bad. You have yet realized the contradiction in your own words. Oh, how so? If the rooms are so soundproof as you say they are, then how did the sound of the consoles enter your ears? I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Because I'm all the office from fire days boarded and then I had the thought. Which means what exactly, Miles? In the end, what does it all pull down to? It boils down to this. There must be a reason. Astehodetektiivisen päätin, että Gumshoe hoitakonsa teo jättikaalikoita tää. It looks like we need to examine the state of the giants in our careful. The state of the giants in... Wait, can it be... It's not all, there's don't bad from the air bad. She spilled some of it. Dissipating thoughts the smell. A window will open up and valve was open to allow the perfume and Mr. Yes spilled to dissipate. Move on. And very noisy. Very noisy noise. Loping on through television. It looks like it was set to an executive. Anyway. The civilians with you. I've got a piece of evidence. Use this up there. Where did it go? How could missing evidence? Where did the surveillance tape from Mr. Faraday's big bag disappear? So, okay, let's use logic then. So, first and foremost, I connected test through then. So, there we go. If that was an obvious connection, it's simply not possible for the killer to have escaped through the barred windows. The effects of the perfume and the streetscape från the fändet lobby number 2. Of course, incomparable things can move freely between there's freely to there's open part windows. Open windows. The criminal code that made it use. But what about incomparable things? Of course, in a copy, allting ska motvilligt för dess open path windows. Well then, let's keep going här. Go to let's see. If I'm not mistaken. Okay, I was wrong. Not exactly a tiny example of the perfect line of logic. Okay, that wasn't it then. Well, if that's the case, I wonder if that's it. Let's see. Oh wait, I have an idea actually. Oh, I was wrong. Okay, that wasn't it, but anyway, there we go. Okay, I don't really get it, but we'll see in a bit. Nothing. What else besides a smell can go both in and out of an open bath window? The answer is sound. What was that? What was that? I thought I heard something behind me. What was that? Or was it a nest? Well, whatever. The answer is sound. So no matter how careful the killer was, if the windows were open, the jig would be up. And since the windows in both the fender open number 1 and the hallway were open, that explains how the sound of a gunshot could be heard in both locations. Gunshot could be heard. Windows were open, so the gunshot could be heard. But where did it originate from? Okay. Well, only there's two left. The missing piece of evidence is a video. Wait. Video. Oh, I think I get it now. I think I have an idea where it could actually be. That shows the moment in which Mr. Yale killed all embassy staff members. The sound of the concert left quite an impression on me when it was played during the year. The videos that have been yet done to Mr. Faraday's evidence back for the yeses and brought back her. If it is a bit after that time, then it's possible that the tape is still high in this room. Hey Yuka! The evidence that the missing evidence created for me. Is the consort zone that no one thought we'd been able to hold in the first place? Miles, what have you been thinking about? Well, I might have the answer to how to solve this case. That's what I've been thinking about. Stop wasting time thinking and let's start looking again. It's not a waste of time to think, for I have figured out where we should look. And where would that be? I believe we should examine the television. The TV. Well, you kids have fun. When you kids have fun, go ahead and examine whatever you like. The Penelope number 2. Will I do it again? And with another outbreak is coming up now, so be right back again and see you in 3 minutes. Alrighty, I'm back now. So I know what it is I want to look up on it. The window is wide open. The skin of flowers is being blown in from the outside. I think it's often så the heavy are in här somewhat. Windows in both lobby number 1 and number 2 were open. Maybe the other eye of the room, just like in lobby number 1. Maybe they saw to eat some of the dance and do some fairs art. With Mr. Faraday and Mr. Yell in the same room. I may certainly to be the case. But Mr. Yell I need to open the window just for that. I think it might have served another purpose. Hang on. Okay, it's been a bit laggy alla fasaden. Give me a bit. Okay, why is it suddenly being laggy här? Give me a bit. Anyway, that outside. It's even more lag, you know. Give me a bit. Salt and scarf, I swear. Give me a little bit. Okay, most better now. Anyway, it's a video player. There seems to be a videotape inside. It looks like it. The tape must have stopped on its own when it reached the end. This tape could not be the missing surveillance tape, I suppose, but Detective Pat, would it be alright with you if I verify the contents of this video? So, knock yourself out. Alright then, let's rewind this and see what we have. Okay, let's see now. If I remember correctly, the footage of Yell killing the embassy staff member should be about the 30-minute mark from the start of the day. Understood? This will be about right. Now then, let's see. Oh, that's the consort. This is... This is the footage of Mr. Yell shooting the embassy staff member. I nailed it. The missing piece of evidence. The surveillance video was here all along. Surveillance video. Video of the embassy staff members murder. The consort is especially memorable. Surveillance video data used on immobilizer. Let's see. Well, we found it. This song. What's the meaning of this? the bästa detektivparet has figured out the true source of the gunshot he heard. With this, I think we can figure out the trick behind this stupid murder. Did we even figured it all out then? Basically, yes. Yes. All I have to do now is solve what the concert detective's pattern concert was and to where they heard it from. Fine, in that case, tell me what you want to do. As you wish then. No, to solve what the concert detective's pattern concert was and to where they heard it from. I want you to... Hang on. Being a laggy. Well then, have it go then. Well, let's see. Only when detective concert toasted. It made a most table jacket. Even the scope it on the television on, yeah. Actually, come to think of it, I don't think the detective concert actually toast the television at all. Furthermore, is it more like when a video feeds suddenly stops? At least it is to me. I wonder why that is. Anyway, so someone left this video and played there all the time, huh? I suppose so. But in any killing, there's hardly a sound on the rest of the tape. Then why did the television make the loud noise when Scofield got the knife? That's probably because the tape had the on and stopped its playback. That's probably because the tape had the on and stopped its playback. It's not his bad luck. That detective has the worst timing in the world too. Someone purposefully left this there. The question is why? Well, let's see. So let's see then. What I can deduce is this. Anyway, let's see. Anyway, let's see. Okay, let's see if I can deduce her. So let's see. So, if I'm not mistaken, hey Yuka! Okay, never mind. Okay, I was wrong then her. Okay, if that wasn't it, okay, a mistake was made then. I wonder if that's it. Let's see. Yeah, I do wonder if that's it. Yeah, I do want if that's the answer. Let's see. Let's see. let's see if I'm right about this. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is it. So, okay, yeah, I was right. A year ago, if the don't mean the sort of crime scene, namely the room that we in, were closed, the killer could use the gun and no one would have been the wiser. But still, these colors do seem to be well designed for social thing, as it were. However, what happened in reality was Detective Gumshoe, Detective Bart, and Mistress Yev. All three of them hold a concert. Well, the windows in lobby number 1, number 2, and the hallway were open. So not only the people in those corridors, so not only the people in those lobbies could hold it. Ah, but then, why won't the criminal open the window in the first place? Allow the concert to be held, I suppose. Exactly. Correct. That's the only logical conclusion we can draw from this. But why was that necessary in the first place? I want a yellow miles, I demand satisfaction. Well, as it is, I think I know the why. Very well. I believe that the killer wanted us to manipulate our perception of a certain fact. But what was it that the killer wanted to manipulate our perception of? Well, it wanted to manipulate when the murder actually took place. If I'm not mistaken, the killer wanted to fabricate the time of death to the precise visit. And they used the gunshot in the surveillance video to do so. Yeah, it's easy to see. So that's why the tape was left yawning. You mean the gunshot? You mean the gunshot I heard was from this video? Yes, which means that the murder took place. That the murder still occurred at an earlier time than we thought. måste finnas ut i ett sätt. Sportdetektikon Subosson Tuti, Kototi. Saman Hatno Alipi, Potata Imperius. Atlantiska Martinez Ness. Tappesunnista hjälpkille. Ett vit om vid investigation. Only thinking that this to figure out with master aktivitet it. Anyway. Mr. Edward? Guess what is it? Mr. Sev is asking for you. She's in the courtroom. She says that she's in the fight the body, but she wants to clarify something. Oh, speaking of the devil, looks like Mr. Sev is still investigating something. Understood. Please tell her that I will be right over. Come along. I want to hear what she has to say. It would have better the time has come to uncover the truth. But that will be for next time. So, we might potentially be able to end this case at Wednesday. Potentially. But yeah, that's gonna be enough for today. So, hang on a bit. Oh, my bad. So, hang on, I'll do this and that. And now, let me just close the game quickly here. There we go. And now, and well, let me take a quick look and see when the next team will be. So, the next team is gonna be at Wednesday with some more Ace Attorney investigations. Miles Edgeworth. Anyway. Oh yeah. Forgot to do that. Anyway. So if you wanna follow me at social, here you go. And do feel free to join my Discord. And if you aren't subscribed, you can use this message. Otherwise, you can use this one. And you know, I'm gonna look for support to do so see you all next time. Good night, Uyatsumi.
「なくした どこ